Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. This is Monday still. This video is going to go up on Tuesday. Today's the 23rd, so this video will be going up 3 o'clock on the 24th. So what I'm working on is the boys got a building coming in. They got a smaller building, a 10 by 16. And so they needed 16 paver stones for that. Because they're not going to put it up real high. They're just, it's going to be on the gravel here, and then they're going to be able to, the plan is for that building to be back here. Then they have their tent for storage, and then you basically see they'll be able to come in, park a vehicle up in here with absolutely no issues whatsoever. And so that's what their game plan is for that. But yeah, so if you, we'll go over here, we'll turn around, just kind of give you an idea. So, figure, let's say, I don't know how long the truck is, but let's say that's where the building would be, right? 16 foot long, 10 foot wide, and then, like I said, they'd be able to come in here, park up in this area, as long as things weren't wet and sloppy. And if they were wet and sloppy, then they would have to park up basically what's turning into being the parking lot. So and that's okay. That's not a big deal. But I don't know if their building will be down here before the next get together or not. Just trying to get that prep work out of the way for right now. Dave over here, we'll take a walk up here. He has been getting his block ready for what he was doing. So Bud and Rob both had excess blocks. They ended up buying more than they needed. They told me what they wanted, and it ended up being more than what they needed. So they both had leftover, and they both gave that excess block, and I'll just kind of show you. He's got it kind of ready, and so they have, he gave them that block, so he's got to go pick up some more. But so, when his building comes in, he'll have them ready to go. He's got to still pick up paver stones, and I think he needs like 10 more block. I'm not 100% sure exactly how much more he needs, but he's got the backside spread out, which is nice because it'll be every 4 feet at that point in time. So I'm hearing a helicopter. But so that's what's happening, there. So just trying to get these next 2 sites ready for when the buildings do come. Like I said, again, I don't know if they'll be here before the next get together. It's trying to see if we can see that helicopter. It must be lower. because it sounds as though it's over here, so we're not going to be able to see it from the woods. But I want to show you this. So obviously this is the lower meadow, and if you go to the edge, now there is, I don't know if you can see that right there, there's barbed wire all the way around, because this was a cow pasture is what they were using it for. So all the way around is barbed wire. Some of that we did cut over here. We had processed a tree over here, so we cut some over there, and we did cut some of it up over here to be able to get down to the other spring and stuff. But we're just gonna walk to where we can walk to right over here, and I kind of wanted to give you an idea. So here's an old logging path, if you will, that goes through and around. But once you get past that, and I'm going to kind of lift this up a little bit, and hopefully you guys can see, it drops off pretty significantly. It is, so from the bottom, if you go all the way down to the bottom, it's about a 400-foot drop that goes down. Now there's some of it is kind of a gradual type of thing. Some of it's pretty steep. But like there are spots, like you'll come up, you'll walk up onto a spot, and then it just is a sheer cliff drop a couple 100 feet after that. So again, I like the location because we have the high ground, and you know, these here can be turned into patrol paths, if you will, you know, later on down the road. So you know, that's kind of what we got going there. But just wanted to share that with you so you could kind of see, you know, it's a beautiful property. I love this property, and you know, everything is coming together very, very well. And it's just like I said, it's just time. Everything is time. Time and money, right? That's what it always comes down to. And so, you know, just to prep a site, to get your site ready to have a building put on it and get the block and do all that, I mean, it's not cheap. I know the boys had to pay for the, you know, Bobcat guy to come in and open this up. So, you know, that needed to be done, and so he came in and he opened this up for them because they knew that this was going to be their spot, you know, and then a load of gravel is not cheap either. So, you know, there's a lot of prep work that goes into, you know, where you want to be. You know, this is where they wanted to be. They wanted to be tucked in behind these pines, but they got the shelter of the trees here, which is going to be great in the summertime because the sun comes up over here in the east and it travels. Well, they're not going to be getting hammered with the sun on their spot. They're going to be more shaded, which is going to keep it cooler for them. And then even when the sun is in the afternoon, they have the pine trees shading them as well. So it's a good situation for them. It's a good spot, and it's not in the way of anything. And that's why I didn't have a problem with, you know, like this spot, or like Dave's is really the only spot that's in a spot that could have been utilized for something else. You know, everybody else where they have their buildings, you know, like Mark's down in the woods, that's not in anybody's way. You know, with Rob's where he's got it at, it's a good spot for him too, and it's out of the way and it's tucked in. So, and as you know, people put in more buildings, they're not going to be out in the meadows here. Okay, so they're not, this area, lower meadow and upper meadow, will be utilized for growing. That's what we want to have them for, because they're wide open, a lot of sunshine, and those type of things. So, you know, that's going to be the plan as we move forward down the line, and you know, continuing to work on things. But there's a lot of work to be done yet. We've accomplished a ton, you know, and people are, you know, getting their places squared away now, which is also really hugely important. So we're getting there. All right, guys, I'm going to jump off for now. Remember, we truly are all in this together. We are one race called the human race. As soon as we can figure that one out, we truly will be in much, much better shape. Also remember to hug and kiss the ones that you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life, so it's really important that we tell the people that we care about every day how we feel. Last but not least, STD, step, thing, and day. One step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only one stopping you from achieving your goals is you. That's it, nobody else. Stay positive, stay away from the negativity, and you're going to be just fine. Have a great day, and I will see you later. Prepper Nurse 1 out for now.